y'all, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Mollie Mason. I'm a holistic nutritionist and I'm here to help you stop fighting the war with your body so you can show up for your brightest life. Look, it's January. Diet talk is everywhere right now. Through my own healing journey and through helping hundreds of women feel amazing in their bodies, I have come to know to be true what I spent my entire life believing couldn't possibly be true, and that is that you don't have to be on a diet to be healthy. You can nourish your body, honor your skin, feel amazing, and make healthy choices without obsessing over a set of rules and restrictions. Today, I want to talk very specifically about 3 simple implementable tips you can incorporate to eat healthy without a diet. First tip here is to focus more on adding in the good than obsessing over the bad. Diets are almost always based on the idea of restriction, of removing certain foods, of limiting certain foods. Dieting fundamentally forces your brain to focus on what's bad, what's wrong, what's not healthy, what's not good, what you can't have. Here's how this normally goes. You jump on board a new diet and let's just call it keto. Because you're doing this new diet, you can no longer have chocolate, sweets of any kind. You wake up in the morning and you say, I am not eating any chocolate today. You go to the office, you bring your lunch into the break room fridge, and you pass by the candy bowl and you think, I can't have chocolate today. And so you walk by telling yourself, I can't have it. And what do? All day long, you think about what you can't have. When we are restricting ourselves from something, we're forcing our mind to think thoughts about it. We are forcing ourselves to look for it, to think about it. A super simple but fundamental shift you can make is to change your thoughts from not eating certain things, not eating too much, what can you limit, when can you limit, shift that to how can I add good things to my diet? How can I focus on getting nutrients in my body today? How can I make sure I'm replenishing the fuel that I need? Make sure you're getting easily digestible carbs, bioavailable proteins, minerals, nutrients. Think about adding these things into your day. I know often it feels like if we don't have those rules protecting us that we will reach for that candy in the candy bowl, but the truth is when you focus on nourishment and nutrients and adding the good, your desire for those things naturally falls away. And especially when you're not obsessing over it, your thoughts can go other places and it just allows that freedom. Focus on adding in the good, focus on filling your day with nutrients, and I promise you, that shift in itself will change everything. Okay, and tip number 2 is to focus on balancing your macronutrients at every meal and snack. Y'all, this is like nutrition 101. My nutrition degree, this is like the very first class, the very first semester, the very first week. This is as simple as it can get, but it's crazy how much diet culture has worked this out of us. Protein, carbs, and fat. These are the 3 nutrients that actually provide energy to the body. The vast majority of traditional diets demonize at least one of these macronutrients. Because of this, we live in this culture where people are terrified of carbs or terrified of fat or obsessed with protein. The truth is, your body needs all 3 of these and it needs them all in an appropriate balance. Yes, every body is different, and even in our own bodies through different seasons, our needs might shift a little based off of our current stress state and different factors, but it's safe to assume that you need protein, carbs, and fat spread out throughout the day to keep your blood sugar stable, to keep your body energized, to give your cells the fuel that it needs. This should be a basic fundamental principle that we are applying as we're thinking about our food choices throughout the day, as we're planning our meals, making sure every time you sit down to eat, your plate is being filled with all 3 of these in somewhat of a balance. You don't have to track your calories, count your macros, to just have a general feel for making sure you're balancing these out every time you eat. This is the beauty of this. You don't have to obsess over not snacking or not having particular foods. Just make sure when you're eating, you're balancing these out. I'm serious, if you have spent any of the last few years not focusing on these things, I have dogs barking, I have someone cutting grass. It's okay, we're gonna keep moving because this stuff is important. I really mean it, I really mean it. If you have not been focusing on this in your diet, I swear you will be shook at how amazing you will feel if you just work on this tiny little shift. Okay, seriously, what is going on? This is so loud. It sounds like someone's in my yard. On the couch getting cozy for this one because number 3 is very important. Learn to listen to your body. Dieting itself is rooted in this idea that your body is bad and you can't trust it. And that's not true. I want you to really work on reframing the way that you think about your body. Your body is good. Your body was created by the creator of the universe, and there is insane detail and thought and intention that went into every cell of your body, and there is inherent wisdom woven into the fabric of who you are. Your body was designed to tell you what it needs, to communicate with you. I know that if you have spent decades of your life believing that you can't trust your body, the idea of listening to it and learning how to live in congruence with it is really intimidating and really overwhelming, and I could probably do an entire YouTube series about how to listen to your body. Truly, one of the best things you can do to listen to your body, sit on the couch, grab a blanket, grab a cup of tea, close your eyes, take some deep breaths and ask yourself, how am I feeling? Do I have energy or am I tired? Am I hungry? Am I feeling anxious? Start by sitting on the couch, getting quiet, removing distractions, tuning in, and trying to ask yourself that at least once a day. Slowly let that become a check-in that you can do often throughout the day. If you start listening to your body, you're gonna notice what foods sit well with you and what don't. You're gonna notice that on days when you actually take 10 minutes to make some scrambled eggs and sit down and eat and enjoy a protein and fat-rich breakfast, you feel a lot better than on days when you throw some fruit in a smoothie and you run out the door and you drink it on your way to work. That might not be true. It's true for me for sure. I think it's probably true for most people, but you're gonna know, you're gonna tune in and you're gonna say, hey, today I was super productive, and I actually think that has something to do with the fact that I took time to eat breakfast and I nourished myself with protein and fat before I started my day. Or you're gonna notice, hey, when I ate this lunch, I got really hungry and kind of groggy and tired at 3 p.m., but when I ate this for lunch, I actually felt good until dinner. If you start checking in on these things and tuning into yourself, you're going to naturally make better choices for yourself because you have the knowledge to know what your body needs and what works well for you. Dieting has taught us that we can't trust ourselves, that we have to look to outside sources to know what healthy eating looks like for us, but the ability to know what is right for you is truly in you. It's in you. Another thing you can do specifically in this area is just to be more present when you eat. Like, sit down, turn off distractions. I talked about this in the last video. This is something I'm working on myself because it's something I'm pretty bad at, especially when I eat by myself working from home throughout the day. I often reach for podcasts, audiobooks, or something to listen to while I'm eating, but I'm really working on turning the distractions off, sitting down, getting quiet, getting still. Digestion starts in your brain, and literally your thoughts control how well your body digests your food, how well those nutrients are absorbed, how you respond to what you eat. So if you're eating and you're thinking about a million other things, that literally affects how your body receives that food and those nutrients. Just start by proclaiming, my body is good and I can trust it. If you believe those things and you work from that place, I think you're gonna be amazed. I think you're gonna be absolutely amazed at how well you can nourish your body and feel good and make healthy choices choices without a set of rules. Okay, I really hope these tips encouraged you. Let me know below your thoughts. I would love to hear which of these you are committing to so I can cheer you on in it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I publish new videos. And in the meantime, I will link for you guys. I have a whole healthy eating playlist. You can check out a lot of other tips and encouragement and examples of what this looks like for me in my life. I'll link that for you guys up here and down below, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.